We're here at ARC World Forum in Orlando, Florida. I'm pleased to welcome Harry Forbes, Senior Analyst at ARC Advisory Group.
Hi, I'm Harry Forbes with ARC Advisory Group. I'm here at the 2012 ARC World Industry Forum in Orlando. With me is Scott Spencer. Scott is Group Vice President, Marketing and Communications for the Process Automation Division of ABB, a global leader in automation. Scott, thank you for coming to the forum. It's nice to have you here.
It's good to be here.
Scott, ABB, you've been through a lot of changes, certainly in the last couple of years, but you've always really been positioned as an energy company. Can you tell me a little bit about what you see now in this year in terms of your customers' view of energy?
Yes. ABB has always been involved with all aspects of the energy chain, all the way from exploration, production, generation, transmission, distribution, and even on the consumption side. So we certainly know a lot about, and we are very interested in the energy market. Certainly the thing that we're all aware of now is the increasing demand for energy. And if you look at the projections over the coming 10, 20, 30 years, we all see where the demand for energy is going. And we can also see the projections of new energy sources coming online. And we can see the disconnect in many cases between increased demand versus increased supply. And there's a gap there that's got to be fixed somehow. And the one thing that we've all been talking about for a long time now, not just ABB, but all of us that are in this business, is what's the role of energy efficiency in helping to solve that gap? Because clearly energy efficiency, the opportunity to save energy through more efficient use of energy is perhaps the best alternative source of energy that we have. The question and the real trick is how to get people to take advantage of it. I mean, companies like ABB, we've certainly done a lot over the years with things like high efficiency motors and automation solutions will help companies save energy. Those are all things that are kind of common sense, no-brainer things that companies can invest in to reduce energy. And of course, when you reduce energy, you also decrease environmental emissions, which is also a target for the industry. But one of the challenges that we've seen is in actually getting companies to invest in energy efficiency. It seems like it should be the easiest thing for companies to want to do, but in some cases it's also one of the hardest things to get them to spend the money on. And part of the problem, I think, is that if you take a big global oil and gas company where they may have facilities all around the world, multiple production facilities, each one of which has a certain capacity to decrease energy costs by investing in energy efficiency. Sometimes on a global scale, it's difficult for those customers to really see the total opportunity. And I think for us, looking at 2012 and beyond, one of the things that ABB can do is help customers really understand where their opportunities are at, to help them quantify what those opportunities are, to help them see how they could actually capture those opportunities and get the financial payback that they think they can achieve. Help them organize it. I mean, how do they attack this problem on a global scale? It may look really large, their opportunity, but you spread that opportunity across tens of hundreds of plants. It's sometimes hard to see the forest through the trees. And so one of the things that ABB can do is to actually help them organize their effort, how to go after this opportunity. Maybe even help them arrange financing for some of these opportunities as well. And maybe even help them sell it to their management such that they actually get the funds available to make the investments to achieve the efficiencies that are out there for them.
Yeah, it's always a challenge, I know, especially when companies have a lot of different locations to manage that. And all the manufacturers that I've talked to always have that as a struggle all the time. You guys are a different company than you were two or 3 years ago, certainly, much expanded in scope. Can you tell me something about something you've done or something ABB has done to really reach to customers in the last year or two and how that's going to be delivering value for them?
That's a great question. I mean, ABB, obviously we're a very large company. We're involved in lots of businesses. We have lots of employees around the world. We operate in lots of different places. And companies like ABB, we're not alone. When you take a large company like ABB, sometimes it's complicated for our customers to understand how to work with us. And sometimes it's even complicated for companies like ABB to figure out how we can actually deliver a solution made up of lots of different ABB pieces and parts, and how we deliver that in a good way, in an efficient way to our clients. It can also be very difficult to really know for sure what are the most important issues from our customers in terms of what they like and what they don't like, where they need help. One of the things that ABB began developing in 2010 was something called a Net Promoter Score. In essence, it was a customer survey where we would go to our customers and we would ask them one question only, and that question is, on a scale of 1 to 10, how likely is it that you would recommend ABB to a colleague? And the problem with a lot of these surveys, I mean, we all get surveys in the mail, and in many cases we all just put them in the trash bin. Or a famous example that our CEO Joe Hogan likes to describe is when he's on an airplane and they go around with the surveys on the airplane and they ask if you would like to do one. Sure, but then they give you a survey that's like 50 questions long, and you're like, this is going to take too much time. So we have a survey. It's one question: how likely is it that you would recommend ABB to a colleague on a scale of 1 to 10? And based on that, we can find out, based on how you scored us, we can find out whether you're what we call a detractor or a promoter or somewhere in between. And so we make it very simple, and we can find out exactly where, if a customer has an issue with ABB, he then has an opportunity to place what we call either a red card if he has something negative to say, or a green card if he has something positive to say. We give them the opportunity to place a red or a green card on any product offering or any application that ABB may have. This allows us to capture in a very simple way what our customers like and dislike about ABB, and to be able to benchmark that anywhere in the world, because every single ABB business, every single country where we do business is using the exact same survey. And ironically, when we started this, we began to develop it in 2010. We globally rolled it out in 2011, and now we're starting to see the results in 2012. Everybody was initially focused on what's the score. But in actuality, the score is not as important as the feedback that we get. I mean, what are the issues that are causing our customers to not like us? What are the issues that are causing our customers to really like us? And most importantly, when somebody has something positive or negative to say, we want to get back to that customer immediately and find out, what can we do to solve it? And I think these are all things that are helping us put together our approach to the market going forward.
So it's giving you feedback on customer issues, and it's giving you that contact with them on those topics that are most important to them.
Yeah, not only what they like or dislike about ABB, but also, if we have 1,000 people that are commenting about this issue and 10 people that are commenting about that issue, obviously we're going to spend our time when we have a people that are more emotional and have more to gain or lose if we deal with this issue over here versus the one over here.
Okay, one final question. I think of you as a product company, but certainly now service is becoming more important in a lot of your businesses. Can you tell me a little bit about how you're expanding services and what you're trying to do in that area in the next year?
Yeah, I think that when a customer decides to invest in automation or electrical gear, or whatever it may be, these are people that have, our component, our automation or electrical component, is typically a very small part of the overall asset that they're trying to run. We are a necessary cog in them delivering and producing product. And so the last thing they need is for a production plant to not be working effectively or efficiently because of something related to automation or electrification. So I think the role that ABB and other companies like ABB have to play is, what can we do from a service standpoint to make sure those manufacturing assets are working efficiently? And I think one thing that ABB does and is doing that is unique amongst our peers is this concept of performance-based service. You know, a lot of our customers, their core competence is in manufacturing things, manufacturing chemicals or manufacturing paper, whatever it is they may be manufacturing. That's their core competence. Their core competence is not necessarily how to maintain things. That is a core competence of ABB. And one of the things that we can do is actually go in and actually take turnkey responsibility for doing maintenance on either their entire facility or some part of the facility. And we will do that on a performance basis. So we will go in and basically audit the facilities from a maintenance standpoint and have a discussion with the customer about what could we do, what savings could we provide, what efficiencies could we gain if we simply did a better job of doing maintenance at that facility. And we will develop actually a performance-based project, and we will go in and literally take turnkey responsibility for maintenance in return for sharing in whatever increase in efficiency that plant may have.
Scott, thanks very much for sharing this with us. I really appreciate it. It's nice to have you here at the forum. This is Harry Forbes from ARC Advisory Group. I've been here with Scott Spencer, Group Vice President of ABB Process Automation. Thank you very much.